The problem is we're getting caught on the break because we're turning the ball over, and when we make those mistakes, we're getting punished for them.
Not just that, you had to push Felipe up and leaving Dax kind of by himself as a one guy.
Yeah, but Dax is a big boy. You know, he does well on that island, and he's going to make those plays. But speaking of plays, at the end of the day, we're not making them, right? So we can lament over the missed PK, we can lament over a variety of things, but the difference right now is we are playing a lot of heart. I feel like no one can fault our effort for the last 90 minutes because we really gave it all. We emptied the tank for 90 minutes, but that's only half the job. You know, we have to be able to give 90 minutes and make plays, and right now we're not making plays.
Those first 15 minutes where you got the PK miss, you go down with the red card, and then they come back and score, does that kind of set the tone for the rest of the match?
The red card didn't help. Of course, when he missed the PK, I still was very confident in our ability to respond. And I felt like we did respond. But there was one incident that occurred with Sasha getting sent off that all of a sudden swung the momentum a little bit and put us on our back foot.
When you guys are in the midst of a 3-game losing streak as you were going into this game, and one of your team leaders goes in and does something kind of selfish like that with the stupid red card, what does that do? What does the message send in the locker room? What does it do to morale?
I think selfish is the wrong word there. Any one of us, under the right circumstance, can react emotionally. We do our best as professionals to maintain a certain cerebral approach to the game, but emotions are part of it. And in that moment, it seemed like his emotions got the best of him, and he was very remorseful in the locker room, and he apologized. But I think it's going to continue to go back to what we said, what I just said, and what Jesse says is we're not making plays. Our record speaks for itself because at the end of the day, if we want to be a winning team, if we want to be the team that we say we think we can be, it requires the effort, but it also requires making those plays.
Earlier in the season, when you guys were on that undefeated run to start things, I was asking guys when you had that run of quick games, if they were excited to keep getting back on the field to try to keep the run alive. Obviously, it's kind of the reverse situation now. Things aren't going so well, but you still have games, back to back to back. Are you guys still excited to get on the field? Do you just take it as a chance to, each game's a chance to kind of stop the skid?
I'm very grateful every single day to come to work in this environment. I think that not only do we have a good group of guys that you want to spend time with and be around, but we also have a lot of quality. And it's a work in progress. It's a long season. The part that I think will kick ourselves at the end of the season is if we don't learn from the mistakes that we're making. Because we can continue to say it's a work in progress, but the most important part of that progress is learning from those mistakes. And if we can do that, I feel like there's a lot of things to build off of, which doesn't change my approach to these guys, and it doesn't change my attitude of really believing that we can do something. Let's look at last year in New England. They had a great start, and then they lost, 8 straight games? 7 or 8 straight games? But you look at that point, they made some changes, they brought some guys in, they changed their mentality, their approach to the game, and they were in the final. So from that precedent, it's more than possible. And it goes back to your question. I really do enjoy coming and working with these guys, and I feel like we do have the right guys. Maybe we have to add 1 or 2 players. It's a long season, but nothing has changed with my outlook and my perspective towards what this team can do.
Is the fact that you guys play again on Wednesday a hindrance in that you're going on short rest, or is it a help that you don't have to sit around and wait a week after a loss like this and you get to get right back out on the field?
Does Salt Lake play this weekend?
Don't believe so, but somehow I'm out on there.
No one knows?
Don't know at the moment.
You don't know at the moment?
I can check tomorrow.
You think they do? All right, well, hopefully they play this weekend and they make that flight and it gives an opportunity. No, I think we want to be on the field because we want to rectify our wrongs. And tonight we made a couple of wrong decisions, some wrong mistakes. And Wednesday is another opportunity for us to change course, to right our course, and put us right on the right track.
One more, guys.
To be a vocal leader, you're a vocal leader, obviously, on this team along with Dax. What do you need to do to rally the troops and just, get them to prepare and be ready for this coming Wednesday?
One thing I said to a couple of individuals this evening is that disappointments are inevitable, but discouragement's a choice. And we have to make a strong choice to continue to push forward to continue to improve and make the plays. And I think if we do that, it will be a little easier for us to get a result.